Nation and all the Juicy Jammers out there. On this lovely, thirsty Thursday, you are now jamming with Juice, unedited, unraw, uncut, unfiltered, after hours. Because you know what I'm saying? It's 6 to 7 o'clock.
Could it really be unraw, though? Like, what's unraw mean?
It means not raw.
That means it's cooked.
Yeah, we cooked.
Okay.
We're fresh. We're good. We're done, pretty much. But anyway, you guys, my name is Noni Juice. Always keeping it juicy.
Noni Juice.
And of course, I got my boy Ben jamming with me.
Benjamin, it's amazing.
And shout out to Jason Smith on the ones and twos.
I got y'all.
Period. Now, I'm really excited today, right now, to be exact, because I got some olives. And I really love olives. And Ben is over here chomping on popcorn and chips, which, why are you smacking on the air with the people?
On the air or on YouTube? It's two different things.
It's the same thing.
It's not synonymous. It's not equivalent. It's not. It does not equate. But I am chewing in people's ears. So if you guys are eating right now, I'm eating with you.
Oh my god!
I'm at the dinner table with you right now.
Oh my god!
And I got popcorn and I got sweet potato chips.
It's just sweet potato chips. You don't have to say sweet potato chips.
So people understand. You know, some people don't even realize that you can make a sweet potato into a chip.
Yeah, why would you not? It's like a regular potato.
Is it though?
It's just a sweet version.
Is it though?
Yes, that's why it's called a sweet potato chip.
Huh, whatever.
Anyway, y'all already know how we like to start the show off on a Thursday. Is we like to start it with a this or that. You got some of your beard.
Show me again.
Get it out. It's gonna bother me.
Why you like that, bro? You got OCD.
Maybe. Or maybe I just don't like mess.
No,
y'all, I really hate when stuff be messy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like when things be messy. And so maybe when it is a little disheveled or whatever, I get like OCD. Maybe. I don't know. Should I claim that?
You should claim it. I mean, look, mental health is a real thing these days, you know, and especially when it comes down to you realizing and actualizing your own mental illnesses, or, you know, things that you're deficient in. You need to actually come to the realization that you need to fix those things. Again, Juice, I wouldn't do anything to you. I'm over here enjoying my meal. All right, I'm over here enjoying.
But if you got stuff in your beard, why would you not want someone to let you know, like, hey, you got something in your beard, you should get it out?
Well, that's true.
You know, that is your presentation to the world. You are live right now on YouTube, and you got some in your beard. Why would you not want me to tell you that?
Well, no, I would want you to tell me. I mean, real friends tell people real things.
Exactly. Like, if you stink, you stink.
Yeah.
If your breath stink, your breath stink. If you need some deodorant, you need some deodorant.
Well, if I need some deodorant, I'll just ask Noni Juice.
Yeah, I keep it. You keep it on me. But like I said, y'all, we like to start the show off with a this or that. So Benjamin, you got the this or that for us today?
Do I have the this or that? Okay, so Truth Nation, I want y'all to bear with me for a second. Let me put y'all on game. See, the sound settlers. Never mind. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. But this or that. So this or that today is more of a would you rather.
Okay.
Right? So when we do this or that or a would you rather, it's like, hey, would you rather want to be an apple for a day or do you want to be an orange for a day? Or what would you rather be? Would you rather be a whale for the rest of your life or an alien out there in outer space?
That's a dumb question.
Well, I mean, you got to set it up for the people so they can actually understand what's really going on. Somebody might be tuning in right now just who never, ever heard of Jammin with Juice, but because I just let them know what's going on, they're going to stick around forever. They're going to be a juicy jammer forever. So to all my juicy jammers out there in the world and the rest of Truth Nation, I want to ask you all this. And I will let y'all know I'm asking Juice WRLD, but I've also asked AI. All right.
Ooh, that's something you don't want to do.
It's 2024 now. It is 2024, and we have AI out here these days, and I've decided to use it to my best of my abilities. So with that being said, would you rather be a robot or be human for the rest of your life?
Would I rather be what?
Would you rather be a robot? Like, would you rather be a robot who knows everything, knows all, right? Like, you have a full encyclopedia of the entire world, the past history, and possibly even future at the whim of your thoughts. You could be that robot, right? Or would you rather just be a human the rest of your life? Like, live a completely boring life, mundane life, you know, it's just you are who you are. You could be Andy from Toy Story if you'd like to.
So be a human
Or be a robot.
Or be a robot.
Be a Tesla bot. Be one of Elon Musk robots.
I want to be a human.
Huh. That's boring.
Not really.
It might be.
I mean, robots are man-made. They are controlled by a whole nother person. They don't really have feelings or emotions. They can't really do much outside of whatever their task is. And they're made of metal. And I don't think they go to heaven, because do they believe in Jesus?
Yeah. Robots believe
Jason is laughing at me, but I'm just saying, I would rather be a human, because that's what we were put on this earth to do anyway, is to go back up to heaven to Jesus. And I'm not trying to turn every single show we do into, like, you know,
God,
a moral compass type of situation. But I'm just saying, bro, you guys, I'm just leave you alone. But anyway, no, I would definitely rather be just a human, because being a human is cool. Like, you don't enjoy being a human? Like, you would rather be a robot and have someone tell you what to do all the time?
No, I wouldn't want anybody to tell me what to do, but I do think about the cool things that robots can do.
Like what?
Like, what if I get tricked out, right? What if I get tricked out, they put this big-ass, like, machine gun on my arm, right? I think about things like that, you know, and I'm able to... There go all the dead ops. You know what I'm saying? I think about things
Who
like
are
that.
your ops that you trying to kill, bro?
I got too many options.
You don't have no ops.
I got too many options. How many ops do I got? I got too many options, you know? So with that being said, I think about those types of things. I think about me being able to run faster. Like, what if I was Iron Man? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I was Iron Man because I decided to turn into a robot?
But you sound like you 8 years old right now.
It's just an idea.
Having a
Gotta have dreams too.
No, it ain't a dream.
It is
See,
a
no,
dream.
this is my problem. This is what I have an issue with. We be out here telling people what they can, that like they can do something, even though we know it's not possible, just for the sake of them having an imagination. I understand.
Come on.
No. I'm saying I understand. As a child, you want to fuel that imagination. If they say they want to be an astronaut, you say, "Oh, like how far you think you want to go up on the moon?" I get that. But as a grown person, I'm not finna tell you that it's cool for you to want to be a robot at your big old age.
So what we telling Elon Musk then? Because Elon Musk is out here changing the world, then installed Neuralink.
He's not a robot.
He damn near is, though. Well, I mean, he's not yet, but he's making cyborgs out here. All right,
But they're not humans.
They are humans. Did you not just see the paralyzed dude who decided to put the Neuralink chip in his head?
But I guess what I'm saying
knows everything now.
is he a robot or is he a human with special capabilities?
He's a cyborg. I mean, think about this. Like, for real.
That's
like,
what a cyborg is, for real?
Yeah, cyborg is somebody who has actually took it on technology to enhance what they lacked. So, for instance, like, honestly, we kind of already got cyborgs walking amongst us, right? Like, people who get a fake leg. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a cyborg. That's technology that they've installed inside of their knee or on top of their knee so they can actually move fast, right? Like, it's something that you lack. So you eventually install or update your body to be able to take on a metal mechanism so that you can actually go out and enjoy your day-to-day life. Like, people who got the claw hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People with the claw hands who once never had an arm and then they boop, boop, put an arm on there.
Yeah.
That's technology right there, bro. They are cyborgs, technically. Somebody who sits in a wheelchair for most of their life, come on now, that they are enhanced now because
But
of
I
technology.
don't see them as a robot.
You don't see them as a robot. That's why I said they're a cyborg. People are now believing in things like transhumanism.
But we were just talking about robots and humans, and that's why you brought up what Elon Musk is doing.
Hey, well, now people are fused together forever with technology. So we'll see how that all plays out. Will we forever be human? We don't know. Maybe we might all just turn into some kind of cyborg one day. Maybe that's what the vaccine did.
No, thank you. And I don't think that that's what the vaccine did. But
hey,
I could see you would be the type of person to take the chip if they say put the chip in your hand or something like that. Like, I could see you 100% doing that. I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing it, bro.
How you say you're not doing it, but you want to be a robot?
Look, in theory, okay, somewhere out there in Benjamin's universe, that there's a version of Benjamin that is a robot.
Okay. I'm not even about to go there with you, bro. I'm gonna let you have it. If you want to be a robot, bro, Go ahead and be a robot. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Go be a robot.
That's all right with me. If I want to be a robot, I will be. Hell, men can be women these days. Women can be men, and if you want to be a cat or a dog, it's up to you. But
exactly, go ahead, be a robot, bro. If that's what you want to do, you want to go be a robot. I'm not finna say nothing to you.
Question. So another would you rather? Would you rather be a cat for the rest of your life, or would you rather be a dog for the rest of your life? Keep in mind, dogs die faster.
Bro,
come on, man. You don't own a dog, so I'm assume that you want
I
a cat.
do own a dog.
You don't own a dog, bro. You don't take care of your dog.
I would probably be let me think, because at least with a cat you kind of observe things, but dogs are more fun. So I'm gonna say I'll be a dog.
Dog rest your life?
Yeah.
You got like 7-10 years lifespan. That's okay.
7-10 year lifespan?
Yeah, dogs don't live that long.
Yes, they do. Have you not seen dogs that live to be like 18, 19 years old?
Bro, that's a rare commodity, okay?
Dogs literally can live up to like 15 to 20 years.
Again, that is very rare, okay? They and for every week that we exist, like for every week, that 1 week, 7 days for us, that's what they experience in 1 day. Like that's how much their cells have actually multiplied and divided and grown, and that's why they die faster, right? Because 1 year of our life is 7 years of theirs.
So how long do cats live?
That's a good question. I don't have that information on the tip of my fingers.
Bro,
I don't have it at the tip of my fingers.
You be having random information, fam. Like what?
How long do cats live? They say 12 to 18 years.
Bro, it's the same thing.
Hold on.
You don't.
How long?
I got a better would you rather. No, I don't even have a better would you rather. I have a better this or that.
Well, okay, hold on. And see, look, dogs only live 10 to 13. All right, so another one, all right? And I honestly, because I told y'all before, AI is also a part of this stuff. I actually asked AI what they would rather be when it comes down to either being a robot or a human. AI goes on to say, look, given the considerations, being a human offers a more nuanced and fulfilling experience. Despite the limitations and challenges, the richness of human emotions, creativity, and autonomy makes it a more desirable choice for a holistic and meaningful life. So even a robot actually wants to be a human. And then when it comes down to being a cat or a dog, ChatGPT goes on to say, look, given the points, choosing to be a cat might be appealing for the independence and longer lifespan, while being a dog offers a more socially engaging and active lifestyle. Personally, I'd lean towards being a cat for the longevity and independence. So a robot would actually rather be a cat than a dog.
And what does that mean to me?
I'm just letting you know. This our third co-host on here.
Bro, not you use the ChatGPT saying that's our third co-host.
It's our third co-host.
Jesus.
All right. Okay.
Jesus.
I got another one.
What am I doing right now, y'all?
Okay, so would you rather be Jeff Bezos, all right, the founder of Amazon, a man who turned himself into a multi-billionaire, or Elon Musk, who owns Tesla and
Probably
Twitter?
Jeff.
You rather just be Jeff Bezos?
He seems nice.
Oh, he's Cuban. I'll tell you that. The man's Cuban. He knows how to party.
I mean, other than that, Elon seems like a crazy, insecure, never had friends man.
I think that I think me personally, I'd rather lean towards Elon Musk. Right?
I know you would.
I'd rather much be Elon Musk.
You
than Jeff
identify
Bezos.
with him.
Well, somewhat, so in some way, shape, or form, or capacity. I mean, on one end, I think Elon Musk went on to not only respect a past creator, as far as Nikola Tesla, by putting his name on the Tesla cars, but also innovating how we decide to talk about things today. And then when you talking about culture, I think the Tesla truck is doing numbers right now, impacting people. And also, I also think that Elon Musk has an incredible amount of power over the rest of the world. Okay, and I'm not saying he's using it for good. Seems like he could be using it for evil, but hey.
But exactly. So why would you want to be him and he's not even using his power for good? I don't need all that power. Like, what do I need all that power for? You know, like, what is he using his power for?
I think he's using it to help control the world, okay, and try to push it in a better way, better light.
No,
Again,
thanks.
I mean, he invented the Neuralink. What the mission statement says, all right, it's supposed to be for people who are disabled, to be able to help them.
That's where it starts.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is I'd rather be Elon Musk. I would personally use it in the best way, shape, or form, or capacity to make certain that I am helping the world out in the best way that I possibly could. Because honestly, if we're being real right now, Juice, right now we're at a pivotal moment in not just only America, but the rest of the world when we're talking about the advancement of technology. All right, the person who is able to guide and galvanize the culture into believing in that technology is good for us, all right, and goes to say that there are many more pros than cons to the technology that we're currently using, will ultimately go on and color the world the way they see fit. However, if somebody else has some sinister ideas and they go to say, hey, Elon Musk and this evil guy, they'll go to control the world, and actually it'll probably be a huge detriment, just like how Project 2025 is supposed to be. So
Exactly.
that's how I'm seeing it.
Exactly. But you would still rather be him.
Yeah, I'd rather be Elon Musk.
That's crazy.
Most definitely. All right. So now I want to get to my final.
Dang, I had one.
You do?
Yeah, but I want to do yours first.
Wait, no, you do. Go. And
I
then
low-key
I'll do
feel
it.
like mine might be yours.
No way in hell. You know what my would you rather is.
Okay, let me try. Would you rather...
I swear to God, if you get this, I'll be so mad. I'll be so mad I might walk out.
Would you rather work at a factory
Okay, this is not mine.
or have an OnlyFans?
It's kind of 50% mine.
I know.
That's 50% mine. That's 50%.
What was yours?
Mine actually was, would you rather be an OnlyFans model or be a street corner prostitute?
What?
Yeah, man. Would you rather do OnlyFans, all right, or be a street corner prostitute?
I like mine better. Because one is like they're like technically the same thing, just on a different platform. So obviously I'd rather have an OnlyFans.
Okay. Well, in doing so, asking me, would I rather be a factory worker or OnlyFans model? You know damn well I'm picking the OnlyFans model.
I know.
I'm picking the OnlyFans model.
As
all right?
a man, you are picking an OnlyFans model over working in a factory.
Hell yeah. I'm showing all my toes, okay? I'm showing off my toes and whatever sells on OnlyFans. Oh, I'm with that.
Well, me personally, if I had to work in a factory or OnlyFans, I'm going to pick OnlyFans. But like you said, I can choose what type of content I put on the OnlyFans. Because a lot of people think that with OnlyFans, it has to be very sexual, and it does not.
Gotta show some breasts.
You can be very creative.
Gotta get it popping.
And whatever it is that you are doing in your day-to-day life, like me as a media person, I could be putting exclusive content on an OnlyFans as far as like interviews, backstage, at concerts, things like that.
Or you could bounce that ass.
Or I could do that if I chose to. I could do that as well. But I'm picking OnlyFans because you don't always have to show your body in order to have an OnlyFans. But there is someone who has chosen the OnlyFans route, and her name is Camille Winbush.
Camille Winbush? Who the hell is she?
Yeah, Camille Winbush. I believe that's her name. Let me make sure I got it right.
Camille Winbush? Sounds like she got a bush. Do I want to see the bush on OnlyFans?
Camille Winbush. So she is Vanessa off of the Bernie Mac show, if you guys remember.
The chocolate girl?
Yes, the beautiful chocolate young lady.
Okay.
Camille Winbush. So she has had an OnlyFans for a while now, and she recently came out and said, like, listen, I had to make an OnlyFans because them residual checks ain't hitting like how it used to. Now, I know y'all saw me growing up as a kid, and you thought that, listen, I probably wouldn't do anything like this on an OnlyFans, but I got to do what it do to make this money because it's an easy way to make money, and it is an easy way for me to make a living, man. And I don't blame her, you know, because even when it comes to her OnlyFans, from what I have seen her promote, it doesn't look like she's doing nothing too bad on there. Like, I think if anything, she might be twerking on some in some lingerie or something like that. But she's not like forcing it, like how some people are forcing it on OnlyFans. But I 100% would have an OnlyFans. I just think that it's crazy how instead of going to get a job, that's what she's choosing to do.
But isn't that a job, though?
I'm saying like a clock in 9 to 5 type of job. Instead of getting a clock in 9 to 5 type of job, she decides to go ahead and get an OnlyFans. And I feel like more and more people in the world, or I'm just saying in America, because I don't know what's going on other people's neck of the woods, you know. But in America, I just feel like we just want the easy route for everything, for every little thing, even if it does mean showing off our bodies. And I'm not talking about Camille necessarily anymore because, like I said, she's not putting up too much overly sexual content on her OnlyFans. But there are a lot of people who go all the way, you know, and it's being glorified almost, you know, it's being promoted like, yo, I got an OnlyFans, make sure you check it out. Like back in the day, I thought you used to be scared to tell people that you was a stripper. You used to be scared to tell people that you was on the corner being a prostitute and things like that. And this is not shaming them in any way, but it's just to say,
shame them hoes.
I can't believe it's more normalized now.
I can.
Why?
Because this is what our society has, you know, been pushing down our throats. I mean, again, Juice, I mean, we're the millennial generation, right? So we grew up with TV showing us little raunchy videos, whether it was music videos or even like rated R film where, you know, you used to sit back with your parents and your parents be like, cover your eyes. You're like, you know what I'm saying? You still peeping through your fingers, you know? And it's one of them things where I could see how we slowly progress to taking on jobs like this, taking on careers like this, because it's kind of like seeming to me that this is where the world kind of wants us to even gravitate towards. Like when I'm looking at China and I'm seeing that they have big social media hubs where, you know, I don't want to say social media hubs. I'd rather say a social media sweat factory. All right, because we know Chinese folks out there, they already got the Chinese sweatshops where they got 7 and 8-year-old kids building in Nikes right now, right? But imagine that same type of concept, but just apply it to somebody looking to sell you something on an Instagram, on a Facebook, but they just have the camera phone in front of their face and it's millions of them. And they're going, I like these, I like these, I like these, I like these. And these are the videos that are being pushed.
That's the hub in China?
Yeah, look it up. It's a Chinese factory out there that they literally have small productions, small production studios set up and fit for every individual person that actually takes a seat down at one of their factories. And it's at least about 300 to 1,000 of them folks in one factory, right? And in doing so, they're creating content that sells product. Now, apply that same idea and methodology to what America has going on when we talk about OnlyFans, right? Now we have OnlyFans for celebrities. We have OnlyFans. Anybody, if you got an ass and you're willing to sell a little piece of that thing, whatever, on social media or on through a camera, you could do it right here in America. And all you need is your camera phone and a little raunchy photos, and you could possibly set up a profitable business just like that. It sounds like the easy way to get out, right? Like it sounds like the number one moneymaker. I mean, even Bad Baby, right? Bad Baby, who was formerly known as the girl who aired on Dr. Phil with the famous phrase, "Catch me outside, how about that? Catch me outside, how about that?" Even she goes on to make millions of dollars each and every year from her OnlyFans. In 2022, she actually claimed she was worth $50 million thanks to OnlyFans. She charges $23.
$50 million.
$50 million on OnlyFans. She charges $23.99 for access to her images. Okay, and I'm not certain if this is an idea or a concept where we're talking about placing the actual value on placing value on naked images of women. You know, or have we already been doing these things, you know? Because ultimately, when we talk about the progression of our society, think about even magazines that were out in the 1930s to the 40s to the 50s to the 60s. Hell, Playboy Bunny magazines, right? When Playboy hit, right, it was known to be the magazine where it's a little bit more raunchy. A few kids out there might have got their first nut off just watching, playing, or not playing, but actually looking at a Playboy magazine. And fast forward that same ideology and concept to the future, how can we not be where we at right now? I don't even need a Playboy magazine anymore. I just need to scroll through my phone and I'm gonna see some ass somewhere.
You said a lot there. But I do want to go back to the Bad Bobby thing really quick because
Bad baby.
Or bad baby, whatever. Bad baby, bad Bobby. Is this a call for us, Jason? Okay. I'm gonna hit them right now so they don't have to hear nothing in the
Anybody
background.
out there on Truth Nation and the Juicy Jammers, call in right now, 833-212-1017. Let us know how you feeling about OnlyFans. And is that a job that you're willing to take on? Call in right now.
All right, so it's actually Eastside Corey. Eastside Corey, what's popping?
Girl, good evening, yo.
What's cracking, dog?
On a Thursday afternoon. What's up? Did y'all get outside today?
Yeah, we did, bro. You called in, let us know that you were having the beach vibes. So me and Carrie decided to go outside on the patio and get some sun ourselves.
Yeah.
How's that sun treat you?
Yeah. Oh, it's really good. But you know, people are saying since we had the eclipse that the sun ain't been the same since. All kind of posting. People are saying the sun is something's weird about it. It changed. Some people think we jumped into a different universe again.
Right. People are crazy out here.
Mandela effects are all popping.
People are crazy.
Yeah.
But what's your ideas and take on this OnlyFans, dog? Like, would you make an OnlyFans? Because I mean, you're a gay man. I'm pretty certain you can make some money off of that.
You know, I'm fascinated by it. I didn't realize that these so-called creators, they're making some bank.
Right.
They're making some bag money.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't know it was like because a few people on the regular YouTube recently, they were doing legit content, you know, on UFOs, or they were going to see ghosts and stuff.
Right.
And it was just because I don't know, YouTube, they chew them up and spit them out as soon as they hit a certain peak, and those people start making a living, a regular check. You hear me?
No, I feel like
and then all of a sudden, YouTube changes the rules, and they're like, bye. It happens a lot.
Would you make a
They're too successful. Now, I don't even know how to get to it. I've seen it, but I haven't actually been to the Only universe. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
because they always are. You know,
just go to
Google. It's gonna cost me money per minute. Okay.
Nah, honestly, bro, like,
it's very easy to set up.
It's very super easy to set up. If you could set up an Instagram or a Facebook for yourself, you could do an OnlyFans, bro.
But you know, if I was going to do it, I would do it right. You know, I have to build myself a sweet little set. You know, I have some good lighting, some good music.
Get some KY jelly, you'll be all right.
Bro, you wild.
Like some heated massage oils, you know.
Yeah, I definitely think you should look it up.
Make it black. Okay.
Nah,
the black tropical sensual. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I think you might teach
me on my network. We in Africa, yes. We at the pyramids today, y'all. We're gonna get with the Nefertiti.
That's you so funny, Corey.
I love you guys.
Love you too.
I got a question.
Shoot.
Okay. And it's been bothering me a while.
All right.
Is Melody still on the roster? I mean, in other words, do you have a business phone that I can call to leave her a message on her voicemail?
My nigga, this is Jammin with juice. Okay. All right.
I know. But you know, I feel guilty. I feel like I'm cheating on my girl.
No,
you know, I'm not cheating.
Just DM her on Instagram, bro.
Huh?
DM her on Instagram.
I'm having a deja vu right now, yo. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's weird.
That means I was supposed to tell you that.
Or Facebook.
I was supposed to tell you that. Just hit her up on Instagram. All right? But thank you so much for calling in, Inside Corey. You know what it is. I got nothing but love for you. Nothing but love. All right? No, I like that. Yeah.
See, Inside Corey.
Tell me lies make them sound good. But shout out to Melanie Ricks. You already know what it is, man. That's a girl. Obviously, she's still on the roster. Okay, she got her own show coming up, and when it does come up and come out, y'all will be so happy and thrilled. All right,
and y'all will be the first to know.
Very true. Actually, really
well, maybe not the first, but
they'll definitely be the first.
I mean, before the higher people, know what I'm saying, up top, people up top will know first.
I mean, but the people up top are us. Like, what are we talking about? We already know.
I'm talking about like Kyle and Cherie and them, like they would know first. I guess is what I'm saying.
We already gonna know.
I'm saying they gonna know first, and then the regular truth audience will know second.
They gonna know. We gonna know.
I said they're gonna know first, and they ain't gonna know first. They will be one of the first to know. Let me put it like that.
Maybe Melanie Ricks needs an OnlyFans then. All right? So only her fans can go to her. Okay. But with that being said, I got to hit on Creation Muse. Shout out to you, Creation Muse, for hitting the YouTube chat right now and let us know how you actually feel when it comes down to this OnlyFans ideology that is pushed upon us. All right. Creation Muse goes on to say, look, the taste of easy money. Whether selling drugs, whether selling your poom poom, people just don't want to work, all right? Especially work hard, okay? Not saying that the prostitutes on the street corner don't work hard, okay? But he goes on to say, look, where is society going? When AI takes over most of the industries, we don't know where it might go, but I will say that it will go on to perpetuate what we've already set up, all right? That's all AI and programs do, right? They literally take a program that's working. It's like taking a bike that runs on a wheel and taking that same concept and speeding it up just that much more faster. So if we're already getting videos and stuff like that of OnlyFans models, I can only imagine that there will be sometime in the future, if not already now, some kind of deep fake imagery or some kind of AI robot that makes their own OnlyFans. Actually, that sounds like a good hustle right now. I might make my own OnlyFans, all right? Make my own OnlyFans, have some kind of AI generated image,
like
showing
an avatar.
some titties and showing some ass and
like an
avatar. Yeah, an avatar. That's what I meant to say. An avatar doing all those types of things just so I can make money on OnlyFans. That makes sense.
I mean, I get it. I mean, that would be a cool way to mix it all together. Actually, let me read what Creation Muse said again. They said the question is, will society ever be accepting of their 16-plus-year-old daughters being exotic? Had Barbie said she had just about done everything before she became 18. I don't think it was a good thing that she was doing that at like 16 and talking how she was talking on Dr. Phil so young, you know, cussing everybody out, cussing out her mama and all that other stuff. But one thing that I was going to say as far as Bad Baby, what is her name?
Bad Baby.
I don't need to respect it. But I guess what I'm saying is, she said as soon as she turned 18, she joined that OnlyFans, right? And she said so many people, like hundreds of thousands of people, subscribe to her ASAP. And to me, that is extremely creepy because that means men were waiting for her to be able to put out her body and pay to see it.
Horrible.
That is disgusting.
Horrible.
Her being 18 years old, but then again, that makes me think like, bro, who made the legal age 18? I think that needs to be changed.
What do you mean?
Because
how long now?
Because I just feel like 18 is still very young. Like, just because you're out of high school, what does that even really mean? Like, your brain is not mentally capable. Like, how are you a grown adult at 18, but you can't drink until 21 legally? Like, right. That makes no sense to me.
Your brain don't fully develop till you're 25.
Exactly. So how... Or even just the fact of, okay, so let's say she's 17 years old, right? Her birthday's in a week. Oh, now all of a sudden she could date 50-year-old men and it's fine? Like, no, that is nasty and that is disgusting. And any freaky Negroes out there.
Freaky ass niggas.
Listen, y'all gotta chill when it comes to these young women. Like, I understand y'all trying to get off or whatever, but that's just not cool to me. Like, that's not cool to me. And I feel like as a society, we are making it a lot easier and more acceptable to look at younger girls like that, you know, from 18, 17, whatever. Even that one line in that Young Money song where he was like, In about 3 years, holla at me, Miley Cyrus. Like, she wasn't even 18 yet. That means she was, what,
Like
15 years old. And he's saying in about 3 years, holla at me. That means you are preying on her already. And you need to chill. You need to stop. And I don't appreciate it. So it's just a lot of thoughts going in my mind right now as we're talking about this OnlyFans situation and just being of a certain age. And I think more things are becoming acceptable that we need to start having boundaries on. Like, that is one of the things. Like, 18 needs to be changed.
I just think that this society is perverted. Okay,
Very much so.
Very perverted. All right. Bad Baby, when she became 18, literally, a lot of grown men hopped up to subscribe to her OnlyFans. Sure, indeed, they paid for it. However, I think that was very sick for a lot of those gentlemen to wait for her to become 18 to hop on to see exactly what she was on. You know, I think we need to actually preach better morale and teach better morale within inside of our society, okay? Because ultimately, it seems like to me we're raising a lot of perverts, okay?
Yeah.
We're talking about the R. Kellys of the world, the Diddy's of the world, the Harvey Weinsteins of the world. It's all these gentlemen that have been perverts that have actually perpetuated this idea of young women being naked. And that's what people are enthralled with now.
Why did you switch your voice up?
Because I need to let them know I'm serious.
Shout out Creation Muse, still in the chat with us, saying that she was waiting to become 18 to show her body. Adolescent teen, you can try to contain nature, but you can't stop it. It's not just the men juice. Oh, I know. Actually, that is a fact. That is a fact that I do want to bring up. I'm not going to put all the blame on the men, because her being 18 years old and wanting to do that right away, that's a problem too. So yes, I agree with you, Creation Muse. It is not just the men who are the creeps out here, because we shouldn't even, like, the minute she talking about starting OnlyFans, society should be like, girl, what is your problem? But instead, we like, go get your money, girl. Yeah. Be independent. It don't even matter.
I mean, think about what Bernie Mac will be saying right now to old girl. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, she ain't doing nothing wrong.
America!
Bro, no, Camille.
America! For real, we got a problem. Like, that's what's really going on right now. People too obsessed with doing things on their phone and finding work throughout their phone and not going outside and actually really putting in the real
like
work.
Where your skills at? Like, where are your real skills? Because like we talked about before, you said the internet needs to go.
Yeah.
If the internet were to leave today, what would a lot of people do, to be honest with you? I mean, the truth would still be here because we're on the radio.
Right.
But it's like, what would a lot of these influencers, a lot of these like social media entrepreneurs,
Get a real
lot
job.
of these but what is a real job? Because like a lucrative business,
go work at factory, go work at Walmart where they got all these self checkout lanes. Like, I can't stand those.
They not hiring.
My God, it's so crazy because it's really a catch-22 happening in America right now. Like, whereas you just saw in California, they're talking about over in California, hey, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and put minimum wage for fast food workers, people working at McDonald's and Chick-fil-A's and Burger King's and Taco Bell, to $20 out. It's gonna be $20 out. You come over here to California, you can make $20 an hour as a fast food worker, right? However, on the other end, as soon as they raised that up to $20 an hour, they didn't went and cut half the people who work for them. So what's really going on? It's a catch-22, because as on one end where you want to make more money, so you're also going to be taking money away from the people who were already working previously, getting minimum wage. It's like, God, my God, what are we supposed to do? So now you got women out here and men out here popping that poom poom on OnlyFans. You know, just because people can get subscription
But we
dollars.
made it acceptable to do so, and that's
I'm not saying we didn't.
That's the problem. It's like, why did we make it okay for someone to want to make money that way off of like showing their body off and showing their skin off? And like, I don't know. I think back a lot of times to that one episode where we was talking about how I saw my first prostitute. Oh, wow. When I saw my first prostitute on the street, and I was just like, oh my God, this lady is trying to be a prostitute right now. And how we had that one caller call in, and he was like, you know, pretty much don't be shaming the workers who do stuff like that, like the sex workers and stuff like that. and don't shame them because they do have safe practices and things like that. But I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Because I'm on the fence with it. But what I don't want to say is I don't want to call it women's empowerment. I really don't. Because a lot of people are like, oh, if you want to show your body off, like, for example, Amber Rose with her slut walks, right? She's like, oh, this is women's empowerment. You know, we can control our bodies. We can do whatever we want to do with our bodies, yada, yada, yada. But I'm just like,
can you?
I don't know if we should be preaching that. You know,
I mean, they do say one of the first jobs was being a prostitute, though.
So what does that got to do with anything?
Well, all I'm saying is it's already been woven with inside of our culture. You know, prostitution and the sexual nature of human beings is already woven with inside of our DNA. You know, I just think it just gets exploited to the 10th degree.
Especially because of the music.
The music, the media, it's just all perverted our eyes and our minds and took us away from God, in my honest opinion. You know, when we talk about lust, I think lust is everywhere now. You know, that's one of the 7 deadly sins, but it's everywhere now, you know, and it's crazy because it's so small.
Everything is overly sexualized.
Yeah, everything. I mean, my God, dare I eat a banana? Right?
Can't even eat a hot dog.
Can't even eat a hot dog. I had a whole glizzy earlier. Hey, let people tell. Let social media tell you. All right, I eat a glizzy right now. I'm the glizzy goblin. I'm the glizzy king out here. You know. I'll give you the gut 3000. Like, come on now. Is this where we became? This is what we become? Yeah. Like, dog, I can't even wear Fruit of the Loom drawers no more.
Why?
Well, because that been sexualized, right? Like,
really?
Yeah, they put the banana on the front. You know, so I can't even just be comfortable without somebody thinking about my schlong, okay? I can't even go ahead and eat a banana. Do you not know when I was just a young kid, 8 years old, 9 years old, at the point where I'm supposed to be eating in all the fruits, I was scared to eat a banana. I got to think about how I eat a banana versus how you would eat a banana. You might eat a banana from the tip. I got to eat the banana from the side. You know what I'm saying?
Like a hamburger?
Yeah. Like, what is that? Like, what is that?
You eating a banana like that?
Can't even eat a popsicle. You know, I eat a popsicle. Oh, you eating that popsicle?
You gotta bite it.
Yeah, you gotta bite
Getting
the popsicle.
a brain freeze.
My teeth hurt now. You know, like I gotta bite the popsicle. You can lick on the lollipop all you want. All right, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you. They gonna try to put you on the street corner and make you on OnlyFans. But me being Jammin, oh no, this nigga gay. You know, immediately. So, man, and this is where our society has been pushed to. This is what's been perpetuated through our society to create our norms, to create what's wrong in our the taboos in our society. And it just, man, it infuriates me because it's almost like ain't nothing pure no more. Ain't nothing innocent no more. You know what I'm talking about? Nothing. You know, I'm sucking on a straw right now. Oh, you can get some good hair with that. Like, what?
Whoa,
what? That is crazy to me.
Please calm it down.
I'm just saying, Juice. I'm just saying. Our society is perverted, and the United States government needs to know.
No, it definitely is perverted, and it just kind of makes me sad, and it makes me think for the future of children and what exactly. Where are we going with this? You know, because when I look at the kids now, even how some of these women be dressing they little girls, I just be like, bro, why do you have that on her? Mm-hmm. You know, because these people be real
suspect.
Not even just suspect. People look through everything with like a sexualized glaze over their eyes or something, like through a sexualized lens, and I'm just like, how do you protect it? Like, how do you protect people from crazy people? I really don't have the answer to that. I don't have the answer.
Yeah, I don't have the answer either, but I do believe that we just need to tone everything down. Like, even when it comes down to the LGBTQ plus IA, trans, gay community, right? Like, because you know what? I'll tell y'all a real life story. I'll tell y'all a real life story, okay? What ended up happening is one of my friends, I'll say my friend, I don't want to put them on blast, but it's my friend, right? She's a gay woman. She's a gay woman, proud to be a stud, all these other things, right? But my younger cousin went to go touch my friend's butt. All right. My young cousin is 5. Not even 5. He's actually 4. Okay. He don't know nothing about no butts. He don't know nothing about no sexuality. He don't even know nothing about none of that stuff. But as soon as he touched her butt, she made it a sexual thing. Like, oh my God, he keeps touching my butt. He keeps touching my butt. Get his hands off of me. But to a kid, it's just like, bro, I'm just touching you.
You don't know that these kids be younger and younger at 5. Yes, at 5 years old, Jason. Think about it. Some of these little boys be overly exposed to stuff at a young age, no matter, like, for example, if they got like an older brother or older cousin or just people who are in a household, you will never understand how they could have been introduced to something at a very young age. Like, whether that be playing house, playing doctor, or whatever.
Yeah.
5-year-olds could know. Now, I'm not saying every 5-year-old, but some 5-year-olds do.
Know exactly what they're doing?
They think they know what they're doing because they've probably seen somebody else do it. So I'm not going to say that he did it necessarily.
Oh, he didn't.
So you for sure know he didn't.
Yeah. He doesn't have anybody around that is an older cousin who plays house with them or anything like that. He's just a normal, just little kid. Innocent.
Okay, maybe him, but I'm saying there are 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds who are exposed to stuff when things happen, like when they're a little younger, which is unfortunate. But I mean, it does happen for sure.
No, it definitely does happen, and again, I just think it comes down to our society introducing the idea to them. You know, the sexual idea. Like I told you before, like me being molested when I was a kid, right? Mm-hmm. I told you exactly what happened in that scenario, and again, I came in. I was grown up in a household where it was just my mom. It was just my mom and my older sister. So I didn't really know anything about sex at all. But a younger female introduced me to the idea of sex. And by the time we got done playing house so many times, I was just tired of it. I'm like, bro, I don't know nothing about this. I'm good. Like, I just want to watch Power Rangers. She want to watch Powerpuff Girls.
But see, exactly, how old was she?
If I was 7, she was 6.
And she's saying she saw her parents do this. So her being at 6 years old, she's trying out these ideas that she's seeing in her household. And you would think that, like, at 6 years old, oh, she don't know what she talking about. She don't know what she doing. But she do. Like, these young kids do be knowing sometimes what's going on. You know, I've seen videos on social media at this point where you got grown women twerking on young little boys.
Right.
And they like 6 years old.
Right.
It's like, that is disgusting.
I think it's disgusting, and again, it just perpetuates the idea of perverting all of our youth. Like, you know, it used to be the show that I used to watch. It was called Kids Next Door. It was called Kids Next Door.
I remember that show.
Really great show.
I didn't like it.
I hate your guts now. I really don't like you. It was one of the best. It was one of the best cartoon shows ever. But in doing so, one of their mission statements was the fact that they knew that the adults were trying to turn them into adults. We're trying to turn the kids into adults way earlier than what they were supposed to, right? And I truly believe that there's a sinister agenda going on right now that wants to strip the children of their innocence.
Yep.
and make certain that they could put a child at the age of 5 to 6 years old in the same environment as an adult. And the reason, you guys may say this may be far-fetched, but these are the same ideas and concepts that the Roman Empire was built off of. And a lot of times people would allude to the fact that the USA, the United States of America, is actually the new Roman Empire. It's actually the new Babylon. And a lot of the things that we're actually falling into right now and concepts that we're falling into right now literally mirror the Roman Empire.
Enlighten me.
So for one thing that the Roman Empire used to do to make certain that their army was strong, right? They would take the young boys. They would take the young boys away from their mothers at the age of 6, 7 years old. They take them away from their mothers for a solid 20 years. In doing so, these would be grown men, and what they would do is groom these young men into basically being their sexual deviants, right? So this is from European countries. So they would actually go and rape these young men and have sexual relations with these young men, all in all, and have that same idea repeated and recycled and rinsed throughout their culture, and this is how they felt like they would build a strong army based off the fact that, hey, I'm stripping you from your mother's love, I'm making you a harder young man. You apply that same ideology to over here in America. We see now young boys being more feminized than we've ever seen before. We didn't see this 10 years ago. We didn't see this 20 years ago. We didn't even see all this 30 years ago. But now you got young men willing to cut their penises off for the simple fact of, hey, I don't have my father around, and I'm going to go ahead and be more woman-like just because that is the example that has been put before me. So again, that's just one of the concepts when we talk about sexuality and how it's being perpetuated through our society currently right now. Is the same thing that happened with the Roman Empire. When you want to see empires fall, you actually start to see the sexuality of the society start to be questioned, and that's what ends up happening. So if we're talking about the end times of America, God damn it, we're right here.
That's actually very interesting. So they took the little kids away from their moms, so they, before they understood what it was like to be nurtured and to like have feelings and emotions and like all that good stuff, and made them into something completely not that.
Exactly. Turned them into a man, let them tell you, but ultimately this is the same things that we're doing now. So it's just, man, you got to really look back and look at history and see what history has taught us, and then look at what's going on around us and be like, that looks familiar. That looks familiar.
For you as a man, like, how do you feel about the demasculation of men in America right now?
It's a war going outside that we ain't safe from. You know what I'm saying? It's happening again through the media, through our culture, through the things that we say are norms. Like the biggest thing that happened after the whole Corey Haywood said, "Bite it, suck it."
What Eastside Corey talking about?
That's what I'm talking about, man. This these freaky ass niggas out here, man. We'll do any and everything and suck on anything just to please the next man. But it's okay. It's okay. For you, not for me. But how I personally feel about it, again, like I said, it's a war going outside, and a spiritual warfare, right? Because ultimately, when we talk about the nuclear family, the man and the woman, look, be gay if you like. It's up to you. This is your life, but eventually you got to answer back to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. I truly fully believe God knew we would be here at one day in our time, Me too. I truly believe that because God knows all.
It was in the Bible.
It was in the Bible, but just pick your sins wisely, man. Pick your sins wisely, I'm not saying that people who are heterosexual don't go and sin, and I'm not saying people who are homosexual are just sinning because they're homosexual. Just ultimately just try to get your heart right with God. And if the homosexuality is a sin that you're willing to bear and take on, then by all means, but don't put that on no kids. Don't allow these kids to be innocent because ultimately the world is beating them up enough. Even when you talk about the whole mental health scare that all kids are going through, whether you're talking about the anxiety and depression and all these things to them trying to find themselves. And I truly believe that these are the types of programs that are being pushed upon them so these kids can grow up faster. Why would I want to introduce children to adult concepts at a young age? Why would I allow you to see the world when you're not even ready to understand the world yet? Like when you even look back at old stories of warriors going out into the fields and figured out who they were as people and things of that nature. They didn't find those things out until they was like 25, 30, later on in their life. They weren't finding out that, I can start an OnlyFans page at 5, So once
these kids be put to work now, okay? Yeah. Even not just on OnlyFans, just in general. Like their parents are making them play with toys and putting it on YouTube. These kids are being little influencers and their parents are putting them up on YouTube and they're making a lot of money. Like these are the new child stars. They're not acting. They're just on social media. They're influencers.
Yeah, and it's crazy, Juice, that you put it that way because I don't know if y'all know Truth Nation, but Hollywood is dead. Hollywood is dead.
Very much so.
Yeah, that whole machine we used to know of where, E-News would come on, they talk about this big celebrity, that stuff is gone. Yeah. So now we got this Wild Wild West type idea going on right now where anybody could be an influencer as long as you got a camera in front of you.
But now that they know that, they're going extra hard to like try to make it. Because they know that, well, if the power is in my hands to be able to be known and to be famous and to make money, and I don't need to be in a California or I don't need to be in a Atlanta or like a New York, which I just had an epiphany just there. But I don't need to be in those cities. I could just have my phone and do some outlandish stuff on social media, or just be really cute and post myself on social media to make it and make money. That's what they're gonna do.
Because truth be told, like, even when we're talking about like the fundamentals of marketing, like, it's truly marketing to somebody is truly figuring out how to target their inhibitions and desires.
Yeah.
All right. If you can figure out what those two things are, you can truly be marketable, and you can truly market to whomever you like, whether it's the perfume that the person wants to market to you, the diamond rings they want to market to you, or if it's sex that they want to market to you, right? So take that same concept, accelerate it to where we are right now in 2024, where now people have a camera in their hands and they're willing to channel your inhibitions, your inner desires, your inner pleasures and desires to ultimately gain your attention. And that's what's happening on the internet. All through and through. Okay, so whether it's the sex that you guys see, because I know y'all see a lot of women shaking their asses, and there's a lot of twerk videos.
You desensitized to it.
At this point, I am. I'm done. Okay. You see a bunch of that. You also go ahead and you see a lot of people out there trying to sell you different products. All right, with algorithm making certain that it's marketing towards the consumer who wants to actually buy the new Space Jam tennis shoes, whatever it may be, right? And these are the types of things that, again, when our society decides to put the dollar before morality, we end up with homosexuality. And that's where we at.
You made a lot of sense there, Benjamin. A lot of stuff in my head. I'm just having a whole epiphany about how I am. Can you tell us in my face?
Yeah.
It's just, I think I'm just now realizing how powerful social media is, and like what a tool it could be. Because social media in general can literally get you out of poverty.
It can get you out of poverty.
If you literally just have a phone and, like, let's say Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You don't even need to have actual service on the phone. If you just have a phone and you got some Wi-Fi, you could change your life forever. And that's crazy. That is crazy to me, that this is the time, these are the days in which we live.
But see, that begs for an even bigger, broader question, the macro, right? If you can blow up, I had a burp. But if you can blow up on social media, right, by channeling people's inner inhibitions, desires, and passions, right, and become all of what they wish they could be, would you rather do that, or would you rather go ahead and live a harmonious life? Because on one end, being an OnlyFans star, sure, you may make buttloads of money, but eventually you got to answer back to God, all right? Eventually God going to ask you, why did you tease my people with those luscious boobs that I gave you?
Wow.
Why did you?
And this is where we wrap up Jammin' with Juice for our Thursday show. Thank you guys so much for listening to us today for this Thirsty Thursday uncut,
Are you gonna
raw,
ass? Are you going to go get the cat?
unedited, unfiltered after hours show. Make sure y'all tap in with us tomorrow, live on air from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. What else you want to say, Ben?
Bounce that ass or go get some cash.
Okay, I'm not listening.
Bounce
to
that
you.
ass or work for cash. What do you want to do?
We got Tuesday tickets tomorrow from 12 to 1, and it's also Sip on That Friday, or Sip to That Friday, I should say. And yeah, y'all, we about to get lit. Thank you guys so much for paying attention. I'm your girl Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. That has been Jammin'.
It's amazing.
Jason Smith on the ones and twos, and that's it. Sip on that, y'all. Have a good one.